Good afternoon, my friends, and welcome to this edition of Wise Conservatism's VideosideChat on the American Conservative Network with this latest from this desk to your computer. With me, your host, Robert the Infidel Guarding, and now on with the video. Honor and justice and humanity forbid us tamely to surrender that freedom which we received from our gallant ancestors, and which our innocent posterity have a right to receive from us. We cannot endure the infamy and guilt of resigning succeeding generations to that wretchedness which inevitably awaits them if we basely entail hereditary bondage on them. This was said by Thomas Jefferson. Hereditary bondage is what awaits our future generations now that Obama and his administration and the liberal side of government has seen fit to try to change the laws of the Constitution, effectively telling the American people that the Constitution is nothing more than a flawed document and that it means nothing to them. Actually, they are telling us that we mean nothing to them except to be ruled with an iron fist of their will against ours and this nation. I have asked this before and will continue to ask until they get this. What part of no don't you people in Washington, D.C. understand? The groundswell of opposition to Obama and his dictatorial ways of running this country into the ground are going to be the death of the way that things are done in Washington, D.C. And in my humble estimation, it's about damn time. The last time that things were this ripe to change was when Reagan took office. But even though his ideals changed this country and made it prosperous for many, many years after that, the liberals have found a way to get back into power. Actually, they never left. They've just backed off for a while and rewrote their plan for this country, leaving it essentially the same, but changing a few things that the people were really against. A plan that on the surface looks rather good, but all you have to do is look at it with common sense ruling what you are seeing, and you will know without a doubt that this plan is there only for the destruction of America as we all know and love it, and the groundswell has gotten this fact. Can you hear me talking here? Is this microphone on? I think it is. Are you watching what is going on here? History should be teaching us that every time the government has an agenda for us that the cost is actually about 10 times what they say it will cost in the first place. And then usually it doesn't even work at all. Even now, the Democrats are still touting programs like Social Security and Medicare and Medicaid as great things to have and to be there. What they are not telling us is this. These programs are all in financial trouble and quickly helping to become the ruination of this great nation. The Social Security Administration is broke and needing funds which this administration is too ready to give them. Medicare is broke and needing funds which this administration and government are too willing to give it. Do you see a pattern here? I know I do. It seems if the government puts its fingers into the pie, then the pie is going to spoil or rot, and they will never take credit for that part of it, though the blame surely rests on their doorstep and ours for allowing them to take over in ways that they have. The silent majority can no longer afford to be silent anymore. The rule of law is quickly being changed from what the Constitution says it is to what the anarchy of a dictatorial government headed by the liberals and Obama say it is. He has passed over our objections the health care bill now, which is unconstitutional. He will do his best to pass his cap and tax bills, which if you looked at them would be seen also as unconstitutional. He has told us that the Constitution is a flawed document that only limits what he can do to us. His words were that it limits what he can do, not what he can't do. To me, that tells me he has no clue whatsoever as to what is in that document. We have a president and a Speaker of the House who despise not only the average American, but the Constitution as well. And we put them there. That is the sad part. We put them there. It's time we took the time and removed them from office the same way. We have to find candidates who will follow the rule of the land and put this nation back on track. New politicians who will follow the rule of law and not make new ones to accomplish what they want to have done. If the Constitution doesn't say they can do something, then they can't. Plain and simple. There is no debate on this. It is time we let the leaders in Washington know this little known fact. And I say it is little known to them, the leaders, not us. We know. It is time that the average American spoke up for this great country and stop letting the leaders fundamentally change it as Obama promised before being elected. This is one campaign promise that he is keeping. And that is one campaign promise that should scare the hell out of every red-blooded American out there who loves this country. Get out these videos. Pass them around. They need to be heard. Recommend them to everyone you know. This country is under attack. Not by an enemy way out there, but an enemy from within. Enemies who reside in the White House and the Congress of the United States and the Senate. They need to be removed forcibly, if anything. And the force that needs to be used is the ballot box this coming November. This is Robert the Infidel Guarding with this latest edition of Wise Conservatism's VideosideChat for this March the 28th, 2010. God bless you all. God bless our troops. Until the next video, good day.